from New York. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Ebro in the morning, and friend of the show.
Yeah.
Spiff TV is in the building.
Yay!
Legend. Spiff TV is here.
The young legend in the building.
It's almost kind of his birthday. We'll get to that in a second. He's a director, a writer, an A&R, a jack of all trades. And first of all, get right up close to the mic, Spiff. You said you just got back from Africa. What were you doing in Africa?
Shooting French's new singles.
Where in which country in Africa?
Uganda, Africa. Uganda.
Had you been to Uganda before?
I've been to Africa before.
Well, not Uganda,
Not
though.
Uganda. That was
But-
four flights.
Oh, God.
I'm about to say that's
25
not.
hours.
Yeah.
25 hours.
Well, how does that work? So does French just wake up one day and be like, smoking, and he's like, I think my next video is going to be in Uganda.
No,
just randomly.
he was on YouTube because French is heavy on YouTube, finds funny stuff, finds cool stuff. So he found these kids that are from Uganda that like do this certain dance that's from there. So he's like, no, I want the video. I want to go film these kids. I want to go see them. I want to, help them out, do whatever I can. So I was like, all right, let's do it. I looked at the video. I'm like, all right, let's go. Reach out to the kids. And it's this guy that he finds all these kids that don't have homes. And he puts them to live with him, and he teaches them like choreography, and then they go around, different places in Africa. And
That's the guy that he wanted to go see.
that he wanted to see those kids.
Oh, see the kids.
Yeah.
And he hung out with these kids when he was there.
for sure.
And were they super excited?
Super hype.
What? Imagine.
I think when we were getting there, Will Smith was leaving. He had shot a movie out there or something too. So.
That's
Wow.
so dope.
And how did you get into the video directing thing? Because the first thing we ever saw was maybe many years ago, you just kind of being with like Ross and having a camera. Like when he'd come up here, you'd have a 5D, and you would just be running around with a 5D.
Yeah, like pretty much there's a magazine in Orlando called Ozone Magazine.
Of course.
So I would take pictures for Julia Beverly and just go with her
Shout out to
everywhere.
Julia, yeah.
Go with her everywhere and just learning the vibe and stuff like that. And I took a camcorder with me, and I was getting all this access. And I'm like, man, let me start filming this. being a fan of Smack DVD,
Of
all
course,
access
yeah,
DVD,
yeah.
seeing these guys do it. So I was like, oh, cool. I put together one that was like with the hip hop and with the Latin guys back then. It was Daddy Yankee and Nori on the cover at the time. Y Me Canto was big, and reggaeton was just booming. Tego, so.
How did you link up with Ross?
Ross through
Good
Khaled and
Okay.
So
and
yeah,
DJ
so let's start.
Nasty
All right, so let's start there. Where you're from, Orlando?
from Orlando. I was born in New York, but moved to Orlando when I was 5, so I'm a Floridian anyway.
And what's your ethnic background? What are
I'm
you?
Dominican and Puerto Rican.
Okay, so you're Dominican, Puerto Rican from New York who moves to Florida,
Yeah.
of which there are a lot of people who've done the same thing.
Usually
my
later
mom
on.
was like, my mom was like, oh, you always want to be in the street already. At 5, I wanted to hang out in the street, whatever.
She was like, "We're leaving New York."
we're gone.
So okay, so and you get into hip hop, and how do you start? Who were the first people? Like, how do you first start getting involved?
DJ Nasty is a producer and a DJ from Orlando. He's Big Dog Pitbull, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Disturbing the Peace. He's, down with Khaled, because Khaled's from Orlando too. So they grew up together and, learned the DJ stuff. So I would carry crates. I met Nasty. I would carry crates to the club. This is when Serato wasn't around.
Of course.
I'm carrying 2, 3, 5 crates in the club to get in, like at 17, 16. I'm getting
For
in the club.
Nasty?
For Nasty.
Okay.
So I'm getting in there. Nasty showing me.
By the way, yet another story. Pay attention to everyone who watches all our YouTube videos. Pay attention. Yet another story that begins with crate carrying.
Yep.
Because
Crate
there's
carrying.
a lot. There's a lot.
So besides that, when Serato came out, that was the best thing in life.
I know. Unless you never, except there's a whole generation of people who now won't get to be crate carriers.
Because that was like the end.
Oh yeah, I mean like
That was in.
Nick Cannon carried crates for Biz Markie. Not to mention every DJ pretty
Had a
much who's
crate,
on
yeah.
carried for someone else.
Yeah.
And then ended up getting on. So
like
you
the
started.
dues.
So you started rolling with Nasty.
Rolling with Nasty. Nasty started, showing me, production, and I would go to his studio at his crib, stay over the night over there, and just fill it out. And then I found some producers on YouTube, on MySpace, called The Incredibles. So I signed them with Nasty. The Incredibles produced for Jay, Jeezy, Ross. They did Mafia music for Ross. They did a lot of big records. So that was my end. And then from there I went, to Miami and was rocking out with Khaled for, his first album and stuff like that.
So you meet Khaled through Nasty,
They're
and then
best
you just start hanging with Khaled. What were you doing for Khaled? Just helping out, helping A&R?
At the time I was with the camera thing and shooting, footage for Khaled and just being with Khaled because, he always wants some,
He wanted to document it.
Yeah, he wanted to document stuff, and he always wants somebody with him every day. You know how it is.
So explain that. Let's talk about just that. Like, how amazing has it been to watch the ascent of Khaled over the last year?
He's legend.
I mean, it's now.
But he's always been him. That's him Always.
Yeah, now the world just gets to see more
Yeah,
of
he's
him.
always been funny. Like, you laugh whenever he's mad, or you laugh when he's like, going through stress, because he gives the best talk. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, you remind him something bad happened. Chill, don't bring that. You know what I'm saying? It's
So
funny.
he's always been a character, and
Yeah.
everyone says that. Syph always says he's always been the exact same. Also,
That's the best Cypher Sounds interview.
oh, that's you almost
You're a liar.
That was a bird.
You're a liar.
Bird
How about when he had the
soundbites.
mic, he switched and he went, I forgot the movie.
Because that's a liar.
But now I know you already always knew that he was talented and that he was special and different. But are you surprised it's gotten this like sort of big?
This is like this, this social media thing is just like the next wave, I guess. It's just nuts.
Yeah, well, I'm sure when you picked up a camera back then, you had no idea that what all of this would become.
Yeah, you could go to YouTube and you put in like Spiff TV Khaled. It's like me riding around in this Bentley, just talking. We're going to places.
And this goes back what, like 10 years?
Yeah.
Right around that,
Yeah.
when the early on part.
Yeah.
So now you also recently made a movie.
Yeah, I directed my first. I wrote it with a friend of mine. Like, I'm not like, sit there. I'll be like, listen, this is where I want to go down. This is the characters, and they'll format it. You know what I mean?
So you're an idea guy.
Yeah, learning but now I'm learning how the whole script. I got the program and I can just write it myself.
But you basically
and stuff.
came up with the storyline and
for
everything.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, respect the shooter.
And so what's up?
French is in it.
Okay.
Chris Brown is in it. Michael K. Williams is in it. Snoop from The Wire is in it. I forget. I can't. Yeah, Fab, Nori. But the dude from The Sopranos. I don't know if I can say the P word, but
Go ahead. Big pussy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big vagina.
Big vagina from.
From Sopranos. He's in it.
So so all the people out there watching, wondering how they can one day get like their movies made. How did you go about getting these people to do it?
I went and got a lot of relationships over the years you build, you know what I'm saying? Just like with the album, it's like, I known all these guys for so long, so when I call them, I need a verse, it's like, I got you, Spiff, whatever you need, you know what I'm saying?
Think about it. He's been there from the very beginning.
Yeah, so like,
I know I'm looking at these videos right now.
I know.
Khaled with no facial hair, looking dumb young. Y'all pants are mad big.
cameo right there.
Yeah, well, that was you?
Bye. Let's see that.
That's
I thought
funny.
so.
All right, so you're rocking with Khaled, but I'm interested in the Ross transition. So you met Ross through Khaled.
Yeah, well, through Nasty and Khaled
Okay.
and E-Class, in Miami. So then Super Bowl in Jacksonville at the time. I don't remember when it was, but Ross was like, coming on the road with me. And then from there, we started shooting everything. And then that was when I did Mafia music. I brought him the beat for Mafia music. So that's my taste of being an A&R too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I gave him Mafia music. He recorded it. He went at Son. And then from there, it was just like Mafia music, the video, the Yams video, and then just started shooting all these virals. And then being in the beginning of the first people to really have the 5D and shooting anywhere.
Right.
We'll be at Ross, we'll be at a hotel. It's like, oh, this lobby's awesome. Let's shoot right here.
Yeah.
The 5D, you don't need no real lighting.
Because every time we saw you, you were always equipped with a camera shooting everything.
Shooting it, we was killing it. There was like, damn, these guys are spending a lot of marketing dollars to battle. Not really. We just shooting videos every day. Like,
we just have content on deck.
I'm fire.
Now you also are a wrestling fan. You and I have that in common. That's probably how we first started. Not one of the first things we started talking about.
But it's always,
and we've hung out at WrestleMania a couple years, and now this year WrestleMania this week is in your hometown, Orlando. You're lit. When are you going back home?
Tonight.
And you're ready to be there for WrestleMania week in your town.
My condo's like right downtown. I'm like, okay, cool. What's going on? The club's popping. Oh, let's walk there.
So tell us about your birthday party on Friday night.
Yeah, so I'm doing my birthday party Friday night. I put a wrestling ring in the middle of the club.
So there's gonna be a wrestling ring in the middle of the club.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. That's amazing at the same time.
So it's gonna be a combo party / wrestling show.
Yeah, it was tough trying to find a venue that can hold the rink in the club, because I tried at one club and like you couldn't work the ropes. You couldn't only work the ropes like this way.
Because there's not enough space.
The stairs, you would hit your back, So I had to have rinks come. Guys build up the rink. I'd be like, dang, it don't fit. Okay, cool. Let's try this other place.
Until you could get a place that worked and made sense.
Found one, called up Ray. Ray, I'm like, yo, Ray Mysterio, I need you. You're the legend, you know what I'm saying?
And how do you know Rey Mysterio, for example?
Ray Mysterio, I met through Court.
Court Bauer, yes.
Court, MLW, Court legend, in the game. So he introduced me to him in San Diego. And then from there, me and Ray just been kicking it off. I just put Ray And Danny Trejo in Belly's new video I directed. Consuela.
Nice. Yeah.
No, I haven't seen the new Belly video.
I saw like stills of it.
It's a legend.
Yeah. Okay,
I put
so
Danny
who
Trejo
else?
Ray.
I'm just curious. Who else will be wrestling at
So
Spiff,
I put a
Spiff's birthday bash?
I said I got to slide in the rink one time. It's my event.
You got to take a bump.
Right?
You got to get slammed or something.
I'm thinking about like holding somebody's leg by the ring apron.
You should at least or you should come in and cheat for someone, right?
Do something cool since I have the control. But I got a triple threat match with Rey Mysterio versus Brian Cage and Johnny Mundo.
Okay.
Then I got a minis match. Then I got a girls match, and then there's a bunch of everybody.
Old school. You're doing everyone. Having the
Yeah.
ladies having what was once called, it would be called the midget match. That is not what the term is anymore.
That's what it was for the ladies.
No.
No.
Yeah, the little people.
Mini.
But now I
They
don't know
call
what.
them minis.
Is that what they really say now?
Yeah, minis. Conan's like, yeah, minis. The
Oh, wow.
minis, bro.
So by the way, the little guys wrestling are unbelievable. Some of these guys, Laura.
But when you watch them wrestle the big guys, like when you watch Lucha Underground, and
Yeah.
you see like
Oh,
the
I need to
minis
watch
get
this.
drop kicked and they fly.
Yeah, they do crazy
looks
things.
I need to see this on YouTube.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
So this is Friday night.
Yeah,
In Orlando. What's the name of the club?
it's called Glit Nightclub. It used to be the Roxy's in Orlando.
Okay, so that's in downtown Orlando, Friday night.
Like a little bit off, like it's on East Colonial, but it's
It's
around.
close enough.
Yeah.
I'm watching this Belly video right now, by the way. How did you so tell people, how do you like get on? How did you learn what to do like when it comes to directing these videos?
Like me, I just picked up a camera and like, I never went to like Full Sail or any of these film schools. I picked up the camera and just let her learn in my, shooting. You just gotta get, if you're an up and coming videographer and guy, get with an artist and just film. Like, okay, he's an up and you're learning how to rap, cool, I'm gonna start filming. You just start shooting. You just, start honing your craft.
I mean, and then nowadays today you can
Danny
learn everything
Trejo.
on YouTube.
Legend.
Like if you need to learn how to work something, you can just look it up on YouTube.
YouTube is YouTube is life. YouTube,
It's
you
so
can learn
true.
anything you need.
It's unbelievable the opportunities that it gives people. Tell us about Belly too. I know you're tight with Belly.
Yeah, that's my guy, Belly.
And the
beast.
Weeknd.
Yeah,
You're tight with all those guys, right?
The whole EXO, family, Cash, Sal, Abel, Belly, Manuel.
So did that just become a relationship of people being like-minded?
Yeah, just, over the years going to Toronto with French, Coke Boys is really big in Toronto, and Cash would always hold us down when we would go out there.
Cash, a
and
big
Belly,
wrestling fan as well.
yeah,
That is
huge.
also Abel's
That's
manager.
He was up with
Yeah.
us in WrestleMania in
Yep.
Dallas. Me and Cash were sitting next together. He's, upset that he's not going to be able to
What,
make
they on
it.
tour?
He's on tour.
Ah,
The
congratulations.
last
Hold on, I
show-
got something for you, Cash.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
It's like it's the last show too. It's like
Oh, they just missed it.
Wow.
So we were gonna do something super huge too, like for the event that we were planning. I was like, cool, you're not coming. We'll save that for next time. We'll save that,
Hey, listen,
and I
next
went
year's in New
Latin.
Orleans. We'll do something in New Orleans.
Yeah, if that's where
Legend.
That's gonna.
By the way, if you hang out with Spiff, I want you to know you will start referring to everything as legend.
Yeah, movies,
Oh
legends.
my God.
Theories,
Vibes.
Oh my
vibes,
God.
major vibes. But I got De La Ghetto. I got some Latin artists performing. It's a Latin night too. So I got De La Ghetto. I got Jordy. I got Nori coming. I'm gonna have him
I know, I saw.
commentating. I'm gonna have him doing commentating. It's gonna be hilarious at the matches.
All right, well, listen.
Yo,
B.
Nori?
Yeah.
Listen. Hold on real quick.
The
Nori's
media legend.
Nori's already stepped into my podcast lane. Does he have to steal my wrestling lane as
Damn,
well?
what's
man.
coming?
What else is Nori going to come for this
Do
weekend?
we have a soundbite for that?
I don't know. There's too much to say. I don't even know. I got this for him.
Hey, Spiff, and talk to me about your new deal with Sony Latin Music Group and
Yeah.
your new compilation album.
So I got the compilation coming. I've been grinding on that for like 2-3 years, working on getting all these verses. And Sony came in and was like, "Yo, we love what you're doing, and we want to be a part of it. You're not going nowhere."
So you're basically morphing. It's like a hip hop.
It's almost like I'm
And
doing
Latin.
the Khaled thing, but
Uh-huh.
with the Latin and I'm bridging these genres. I'm bringing the Latin artists with the big hip hop artists. I'm just matching everybody up.
What Latin artist did you snatch for this project?
So my first single I threw out last year was Mi Combo, and that was Yandel and Future.
Uh-huh.
That's Future's first Latin song. he did
Wow.
with a Latin artist. So I dropped that. That was got buzzing. And then I just dropped the new single now with Chris Brown and Prince Royce. I put Chris on a bachata record.
Yeah, that's tight.
Super smash. So,
By the way, this is a pretty
That's
cool
tight.
opportunity. Like, no one's really done that on this level.
no, that's why it's like it's hard to get done because
Yeah.
everybody's busy. So
Wait,
like,
didn't
boom.
Drake do something with Romeo Santos?
Drake did a bachata.
Yeah.
So that was dope too. And it's just
That was a
just
few years
seeing
ago,
that.
right?
Yeah. So now it's just like one album, and you've got like the top of the top. You got Arcangel and Ti. You got, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You
yeah.
got Migos and Flambe. Like, you got all these.
I'm
groups.
curious how did you sell it? Did you have to really sell it to Chris Brown? Be like, fam, this is what we're
Or he
doing.
knew?
He already knew what time
who
it
Prince
was.
Royce was. He knows that lane. But
Prince
a lot of
Royce,
them,
yeah.
I sell it. Like, I got like almost like a package thing. I'm like, what artists am I pitching? I go to their YouTube page because a lot
Yeah.
of these Latin artists got 300 million views on one video.
It's
that's
incredible.
Been out,
Yo,
that's been out for 6
Yes,
months.
when I went to
300.
when you go to Europe, when you go to Belgium, and reggaeton is booming. Like,
And they stay on YouTube, so they leave their little YouTube playing and then just keep playing the next song, the next song.
I know.
Yeah.
It's become the way that a lot of young people listen to music. That's their number one way. Is
Number
just
one way, and
YouTube.
they're making hella bread.
Yeah. So, but this is a great,
So
great
dope.
opportunity for you. So the album's gonna come out like this summer.
Yeah, it's like 90% done.
Okay.
You know, just waiting on the last couple touches, like legend things. I'm gonna play you some vibes, but for your ears only.
Got it. Legend.
But
Just know.
so we have Chris Brown. Who else?
it's like a track listing that's like legend, but I'm gonna show you. I got Ross and Daddy Yankee and Swiss on a record together.
Tight.
You know,
Tight.
I like that
Legend
one.
and leyendas.
Yeah, young
Just
leyenda
know.
in the building. You got your little
Most definitely.
Oh God.
Most definitely. Most definitely. It's most definitely a big time.
Rather you than me in stores now.
Yo, I love that album. Hey, Spiff, listen, congratulations on everything.
Thank you for
I'll
having
see
me
you
too.
Friday in Orlando.
WrestleMania is going down.
It's going down, and we will see you at album time.
Yes, let's get it.
Spiff TV, ladies and
Yay,
gentlemen. Spiff TV.
Spiff.
Thank you, bro.
Yo, love.